Three women and children, 3 children were found stuffed in gunny bags in Jiribam during a combined search operation by security forces. The brutal killing of the 6, including a 10-month-old infant, has sparked massive reactions in the Imphal Valley, where women folk have given a clarion call to all residents to join the protest. Situation has turned extremely volatile in Imphal Valley and Jiribam post the recoveries of the dead bodies. Now, these are the visuals from Imam Market and other parts of Imphal that you can see flashing across your screens as we speak. So yes, you have heard it. Protests have erupted at the iconic Imam Market and other places in Imphal after bodies of 6 abducted persons, including 3 women and 3 children, were found stuffed in gunny bags in Jiribam during a combined search operation by security forces. The brutal killing of the 6, including a 10-month-old infant, has sparked massive reactions in the Imphal Valley, where women folk have given a clarion call to all residents to join the protest. Situation, as you can see, has turned extremely volatile in Imphal Valley and Jiribam post the recoveries of the bodies. Now, these are the visuals from Imam Market and other parts of Imphal that you can see on your screens now. Now, the 3 women who went missing from Borobekra in Manipur's Jiribam district, along with 3 children, have been found murdered. Bodies of all 6 have been recovered by a combined team of security forces during an operation to trace the missing individuals. While 3 bodies were recovered yesterday, bodies of the 3 other missing individuals were found this morning. Now, what is also shocking is that the bodies were found dumped and stuffed inside gunny bags, quite an inhuman way. All 6 had gone missing on Monday when armed militants attacked the Borobekra area on Monday afternoon. Among those killed, 3 women and even a 10-month-old infant. IG and DIG rank officers of Manipur police were stationed in Jiribam and Borobekra areas for supervision and coordination efforts by forces, following which the bodies were recovered.
अपना घर में जाओ और प्रोटेस्ट के लिए निकलो।
And the escalating crisis in Manipur is clearly having an impact on neighboring Silchar, where bodies of 10 armed men killed in Jiribam on Monday were brought for post-mortem. Stone pelting took place outside the Silchar Medical College and Hospital. Attendants and relatives of the 10 deceased, along with others, clashed, demanding the handing over of the dead bodies to them. Kachar SP Numal Mahata rushed to the spot and urged the protesters to disperse and not resort to any form of violence. While the relatives and attendants are demanding that the bodies be taken via road, the authorities are firm on transporting them via choppers. And for more breaking updates on Manipur, we have our editor-in-chief. We'll go directly to my editor-in-chief joining us live right now. Wasbir, what are the latest updates that you have for us and for our viewers right now for Manipur?
Yes, Chipen, fast-paced development since yesterday. Immediately after the bodies were recovered, the 6 bodies of women and children who were kidnapped, the bodies were found yesterday stuffed in gunny bags in the Jiribam area by a combined team of security forces scanning that area for the bodies, for the missing persons. Found the bodies ultimately yesterday. Now, following that, there has been a brisk development. There has been fast-paced developments. There's a huge protest that has broken out in Manipur. As we have reported, on the streets of Manipur, the Imam Market is closed. The Imams are on the streets. They have urged upon everybody to come on the streets and protest the gruesome murder of the 6 women and children who were kidnapped by armed militants on Monday, out of which among those 6 was a 10-month-old infant, and that is what has shocked everybody. A 2.5-year-old boy and an 8-year-old girl, apart from 3 women. including an elderly woman aged 60. Now the big breaking story, we have got big breaking story from Manipur coming in right now. The Manipur cabinet that had an emergency meeting last night, they have decided they want that the six women who have been people who have been killed, all the perpetrators, etc. They said that this incident should be described as a terrorist act, as an act of terror. The Manipur cabinet in its emergency meeting held last night decided to describe the incident where the 6 abducted people were killed as an act of terror. And the Manipur cabinet has also demanded that all those individuals and organizations which are behind this abduction and killing be declared as unlawful organization or organizations. This is the big breaking story from Manipur. The Manipur cabinet that held an emergency meeting last night, they have decided to declare the killing of 6 abducted people, including a 10-month-old child, infant, as an act of terror, and has demanded that all those individuals and organizations behind this gruesome act be declared as unlawful organizations. That is number one. And another big breaking story from Manipur is that Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has summoned all the ministers and MLAs of the state who are currently outside the state to arrive in Imphal by today. That is the big breaking story. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has summoned all his ministers and MLAs who are currently outside the state to arrive in Imphal by this evening. That is the big breaking story, and that has also triggered a lot of speculations as to why they have been called. Now, I spoke to the Manipur Chief Minister a short while ago on the telephone, and he told me that the ministers and MLAs have been summoned to Imphal basically to discuss the developing situation in Manipur. Now, another thing that is happening outside the Silchar Medical College in southern Assam. Now, all the 12 bodies that were brought in by helicopter on Monday after the Jiribam incident, their postmortems have been done. Now it is time to take them back to the hills of Manipur, presumably to Churachandpur. Now the dispute has arisen because some Mar organizations as well as the relatives and attendants of the deceased, they want the bodies to be taken by road via Mizoram to Churachandpur, whereas the authorities have decided to take the bodies by helicopter. Now, sources have told Northeast Live that the central government has taken a decision to airlift the bodies from the Silchar Medical College to the hills of Manipur by helicopter, and is not keen to allow the bodies to be taken by road via Mizoram, since it is going to take 2 days at least. And obviously the authorities are suspecting that if the bodies are carried by road to Churachandpur, it is going to incite passions along the way. That could be the main reason why the government wants the bodies to be airlifted from Silchar. Now, we have seen throughout the morning the relatives and attendants have even clashed with the Assam police contingent present there only to maintain law and order. They have pelted stones, and several people were injured, including a video journalist of Northeast Live who was covering the protest outside the Silchar Medical College, sustained injuries in stone pelting. And we have also seen the Kachar SP Numal Mahato firmly telling the protesters that these kind of unlawful activities will not be tolerated in the state. So that firm message has been given out loud and clear to the protesters outside the Silchar Medical College. Now, if you go back to what is happening in Imphal, of course, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh is in constant touch with Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Is in constant touch with being briefed on the situation. And already at this point in time, after the center reinforced the central paramilitary force contingents to the state, Manipur now has 218 companies of the Central Armed Police Forces, apart from, of course, contingents of the Army and the Assam Rifles, and of course the Manipur Police. Now, total 218 companies of the Central Armed Police Force are there. This with the recent induction of 20 additional companies of paramilitary forces, and this apart from the army and Assam Rifle contingents already deployed, and of course the Manipur police. That's a huge security deployment in the state of Manipur at this point in time. Let's go back to what is happening on the streets of Imphal. I think our correspondent Lucky Boy Singh is live from Imphal. Lucky Boy, what's going on around you? Because we know that the iconic Imam market has been shut down following the recovery of the 6 bodies by patients incited across the Imphal valley, and imams have come out on the streets and have urged everybody to close shop and join them on the streets of Imphal to show solidarity against and condemn the brutal killing of the 6 people, including the 10-month-old infant by the abductors in Jiribam area. Lucky Boy, what are you seeing around you? What is going on there? Can you brief us? Which location are you in at this point in time?
Yes, Wasbir. Presently, I am at Koiramban Imam Market, where the Koiramban Imam Market had been shut down from the 12th. And yes, maximum of the markets, shops and offices in Imphal and in invalid districts of Manipur have been shut down. Yes, you can see on my back, all the imams of this Imam Market have been now gathered below the overbridge, and they have been taking decision to address to the government of Manipur and the government of India. And right now a meeting is being held in front of Imam Market and under the overbridge. The road had been blocked, and as you can see, maximum of the imams of the vendor of the markets of these 3 sets are now present, and they have been discussing points that have to be placed before the Chief Minister of Manipur and before the government of India. And this is the present scenario, that yes, tension are very much high amongst the imams in the present market.
Absolutely. Viewers, as you can see the visuals on the screen, these are live visuals from the Imam Market in the heart of Imphal, the capital of Manipur. As you can see, our correspondent is live there at ground zero and outside the Imam Market. You can see it's already turned into a sea of humanity, with imams and their supporters are out on the streets in strength, and they're condemning the incident of the killing of three women and 3 children, including a 10-month-old, a 2.5-year-old boy, and an 8-year-old girl. Apart from the 3 women, of course, this incident has sent shockwaves across the northeast. The brutal manner in which these people were killed. In fact, people are saying that even in a war zone, abductees, the people who are kidnapped, are kept as prisoners of war, and they are not killed. So this is why people are out on the streets in strength, and this is a situation that everybody in Manipur, irrespective of the communities, need to ponder. Now, Lucky, what is it a peaceful protest so far? We saw in the morning tires being burnt, and we saw a lot of smoke going out, billowing out in different parts of Imphal. How is the situation now, Lucky?
Yes, Wasbir, in some other areas of Imphal West and Imphal East, yes, tire has been burned. The national highway have been blocked, and yes, as of now, imams are conducting protests peacefully. Yes, there is a meeting held amongst them just to take the resolution to speak to the Chief Minister and to take action regarding the brutal killing of 6 civilians in Jiribam. And yes, in other parts like in Kanchipur at National Highway 102 Imphal More Road, yes, tire has been burned, the road had been blocked, and even the Imphal Airport Road has been blocked by the women folks presently of Kwakaitel. And yes, in Laimaram right now in Bishnupur district, Laimaram waterfall, armed miscreants had once again conducted attack towards the civilians, towards the security forces deployed there. And yes, there were Assam Rifles, there were Indian Army, CFPF and state forces. Now retaliation and cross-firing is still conducted at Laimaram waterfall and the Bishnupur district, and in other parts of Imphal East, West, Thoubal, Bishnupur, and even at Jiribam too, they were shut down, they were burned coal by the women folks at all the area. And still, yes, tension is particularly very much high at Laimaram, as there were the civilians have received attack from the armed miscreants from Kangpokpi Hills. Rosbir.
Yes, viewers, as our correspondent Lucky Boy is reporting from Imphal, the situation in the state has turned absolutely volatile, and the breaking story is that there has been fresh incidents of firing in the periphery area in Bishnupur district and Imphal East. That is what our correspondent is reporting from the ground in Imphal. Fresh incidents of firing, and of course, yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Let me have some words from one of the imas of the Imam market regarding the protest.
Yes, go on.
Why the protest is carried out today?
Yes, go ahead.
Women and children killed brutally. They were kidnapped from Jiribam, then kept as hostages, then killed in a brutal way. This is against the humanity, against of all the religion. This is a serious criminal act and a terrorist act. And if the Prime Minister Narendra Modi does not punish this criminal, then we will take that he is biased and partial in this conflict in our state. Then all the forces he sent to our state, they cannot save our people. They cannot control our conflict. Then what's the need of them? Above all, now APASPA is imposing in our state in the peripheral area. Now we take this, the genocidal step of the government of India in our state. Why? What have we done? We asked to control and save our land and the people. Now he does not. Even the Home Minister once came to our state, then he did not come back again. Why is this so? Now we clearly know that India government is biased and they are taking the
so there is
genocidal
anger.
step
There is anger on the streets.
Wasbir Lucky, please hold on for some time. We have a big breaking news coming in again from Silchar. These are the visuals from Silchar. The dead bodies of those 10 armed militants from Jiribam will be taken shortly from the SMCH, and the dead bodies are expected to be flown out of Assam anytime now. So this is the big breaking news coming in from Silchar now. The dead bodies are being carried out, as you can see on the screens. Across your screens. Now these are the dead bodies being carried out. Now the dead bodies will be taken out anytime from the Silchar Medical College and Hospital, and they will be flown out of Assam to their respective places. So that is a big breaking update from Silchar now at this point in time.
Yes, Chipan, big breaking story. These are exclusive Northeast Live visuals on your screen. Exclusive visuals, Northeast Live. Let's go full screen once again with those visuals. Stay full screen with those visuals. All the bodies are being taken out in coffins from outside the Silchar Medical College and hospitals. Viewers, let me tell you, on Monday afternoon, let's stay with those visuals. Let's stay with the dead body visuals. Let's stay with the coffin visuals. Let's go back to the visuals. And yes, on Monday afternoon, group of armed militants, this is what the Manipur police is saying clearly, a group of armed militants attacked a CRPF post in the Borobekra area in Jiribam district. They attacked the CRPF and the civil police station there, retaliated. 10 people were killed. Later, Mar organizations identified them as Mar village volunteers. Now that is the background. That is the background to the story. Following which, the authorities have flown in 12 bodies. With the 10 bodies are accounted for. We don't know who these other 2 are. So 12 bodies were brought to the Silchar Medical College. Post-mortem was done. DNA profiling of at least 6 of the 12 bodies were completed, and now these bodies are being taken back to most probably Churachandpur. That's what reports we are getting. Now there was a whole conflict, as you have seen in the videos in the morning, where the attendants and other people protest outside the Silchar Medical College. They clashed with the Assam police. They pelted stones at the Assam police because the Mar organizations and the attendants, they wanted to take the bodies by road to Churachandpur via Mizoram, although it takes two days. Now what we have understood from top sources in the Manipur government, that the central government has decided to airlift the bodies and take them by helicopter to Churachandpur. That is what we are gathering at this point in time, and these are exclusive Northeast Live visuals. Let me tell you viewers, Northeast Live is the only channel bringing you minute to minute live coverage of what is going on in the whole of the northeastern region, whether it is in good times or bad times or difficult times like this. Northeast Live is the only channel that brings you minute to minute live coverage in real time, and that is what we are doing ever since we were launched 7 years ago. Now this is a very critical situation as far as Manipur is concerned. In Manipur there are protests on the streets of Manipur. In Silchar, the bodies of those Mars who were killed in that security force firing on the 11th of November are being shifted from the Silchar Medical College Hospital. They are being airlifted to Churachandpur, where their last rites is going to be held, most probably at a place called Thui Thap Chai, or I mean, if I'm not wrong, Thui Thapai. That is the location where the funeral is likely going to be held. We don't have full confirmation yet. Thui Thapai is the name of the place where the funeral is going to be held, most likely. Now this is a volatile situation as far as Manipur is concerned. Violence since the day it broke on the 3rd of May last year, 2023, more than 250 people have died, 60,000 have been rendered homeless, and despite the presence of about 60,000 armed police personnel in the state, the situation is showing no signs of an ebb. So it's a very critical time, and the breaking news coming in from Imphal at this point, just as we have reported viewers, is that the Manipur cabinet wants that the incident where the 6 people, including the 10-month-old infant, were killed, to be described as a terror act, and all those involved, organizations involved, should be declared as unlawful organizations. The Chief Minister has summoned all his ministers and MLAs to reach Imphal by this evening, triggering a lot of speculations as to why all these people have been called to Imphal. Of course, the Chief Minister himself told me a short while ago that the ministers and MLAs have been called back to Imphal in view of the developing situation, to discuss the developing situation. That is what Mr. Biren Singh had told me a short while ago on the telephone from Imphal. And as this point in time, the bodies are being taken out of the Silchar Medical College Hospital, as you can see on the screens. These are exclusive Northeast Live visuals. On that note, I'm returning back to Chipan in the studios.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Wasbir, for all of those insights and the inputs. So, a big decision by the Manipur government declaring the killing of 6, including 3 women and children, as act of terror. Also, all the individuals or organizations, those who were involved in the killing of the 6, may be termed or have been termed as unlawful entities, unlawful individuals, organizations, or entities. Now, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has also summoned all the MLAs, all the Manipur MLAs, to Imphal by today itself. They have a very, very crucial meeting. To discuss on the present situation and ways and means to bring some kind of respite and solution to this seemingly never-ending issue. Now, the dead bodies, at the same time, the dead bodies of those 10 armed militants are being taken out as we speak now, and they will be flown to Churachandpur, where their last rites will be held at a place called Thui Thapai. So these are the latest updates coming in from the region, from Manipur and from Silchar as of now at this point in time. So let's go to Lucky once again. Lucky, yes, now the protest is happening. These are the visuals that you are. Yes, these are the visuals that we can see now. Lucky, as far as the protest, as far as the women, the imams catering is concerned, everything looks so peaceful now. Lucky, this is definitely the right way to seek for justice now. But please, what have we missed? Anything new has happened? Anything new has been discussed by the imams now?
Yes, Chipan, 12-member teams of imams have went to Chief Minister's Secretary to meet the Chief Minister regarding the cold-blooded murder of 6 civilians, including 10 months old infant at Jiribam by armed miscreants as they were abducted on 11. And yes, protest has been conducted peacefully. Discussion are still continued, and yes, 12-member team of IMAS from here just went to Chief Minister's Secretariat to meet the Chief Minister and to address the issues that they are facing, as well as to address the demands that the IMAS wants from the government, and they also demands the swift action of Modi government towards the armed miscreants who killed a mother and child at Jiribam. And yes, like this, there were many protests held at various areas at Imphal East, West, Thoubal, Bishnupur, Kakshing, and in all the markets and markets, shops, offices, even banks were shut down due to the protests that have been called by the IMAS.
That's right, Lucky. Keep a track, keep a track. Thank you very much. We appreciate. Thank you very much. Now, life will never be the same for Al Hirojit, a constable with the Manipur police posted in Imphal. His 25-year-old wife, 2 children, including a 10-month-old infant, 60-year-old mother-in-law, his sister-in-law, and her 8-year-old daughter have been killed in Jiribam in a most brutal and gruesome manner. All the 6 deceased were abducted from their home near Borobekra in Jiribam district of Manipur on Monday, the 11th of November, by armed gunmen. Their bodies were found on Friday by a search team of security forces dumped in gunny bags from the area. Sources said Constable Al Hirojit hails from Borobekra area in Jiribam, and his house was in the vicinity of the shootout on November 11 between the CRPF and armed men that had killed 10 Mar people. Reports said armed men had kidnapped Hirojit's family of 6 from his village home on that day. Now, several questions arise. How can people kill a 10-month-old infant, a 2.5-year-old boy, and an 8-year-old girl just because they were in their custody? And the 3 women who were innocent people caught in the ceasefire have to pay with their lives? The society in Manipur really need to ponder over this trend.
পৰিবেশক আৰু বিতৰকৰ সৈতে যোগাযোগ কৰক।
New Yamaha Race CR Street Rally.
শিশুসকল হৈছে আমাৰ ভৱিষ্যত। সন্তানক সফল মানৱ ৰূপে গঢ় দিয়াত